Hi, my name is Ruben Marroquin. I am an artist who works with textiles. In December of 2001, I traveled through Guatemala, which was a turning point in my artistic journey. This blue fabric from a market shows an early style of my efforts. This view from our apartment at El Cafetal neighborhood in Caracas, Venezuela, where I grew up, shows a view of the Avila, a hill located between the city and the Caribbean. The embroidered details turn the photograph into a diorama of texture. I made this work in response to the brutal repression of peaceful protesters in Venezuela by the dictatorial regime of Nicolás Maduro. It was 2014 and the country was facing a devastating crisis which continues to worsen today. I started making these trees/mushroom clouds after seeing Takashi Murakami's exhibition during a student exchange in Paris. This one represents the Venezuelan national tree, the araguaney, characterized by its yellow foliage. I found this photograph of New York City in Art Forum magazine and used it to make this piece. This photo was commissioned from Kaitlyn Parry, an LA photographer, by Davidson Gallery in Chelsea to commemorate the construction of the gallery's rooftop. The boundary between sculpture and painting is bridged by fiber art making. Bottles, bamboo, and other found objects form an irregular surface encased by yarn coverage. The artist Sheila Hicks suggested I title this work after an old Italian film, The Leopard. For the past 7 years, I've had a studio at the historic Arcade Mall, located in downtown Bridgeport. Having a space has been a turning point in my career and gave me the opportunity to focus on my art and teaching weaving full-time. After weaving a line of scarves on the loom and having some extra material around, I used it to cover one of my pieces. The protein or animal fiber brought new textures and colors and blended surprisingly well with the cellular or plant fibers I normally use. The art found in ancient Greek pottery has been a great source of inspiration and amazement for me. The same can be said of Latin and Native American art. This work represents a battle scene from the Iliad, and it was a springboard for future work. I started working with bamboo for a school project based on Japanese kites. The material's strength and flexible properties are perfect for sculpture and drawing three-dimensionally. In this piece, the Iliad scene sits under the woodwork as a compositional template. What was before a battle scene inspired by Homer's Iliad turns into a more subjective image. Once the armature is built and the yarn coverage is applied, giving way for what looks like a bird's-eye view of a waterway or map, the result is an abstract composition in relief. In the catalog for the Fiber Sculpture exhibition at the Institute of Contemporary Art in Boston, the curator and fiber art specialist Janelle Porter describes the material properties of fiber as linear pliable elements. Here, zip ties are used to hold together the underlying structure. Because many layers of yarn go into the coverage and shape building and a lot of the initial work gets buried underneath, I originally coat with less expensive yarns. Recurring forms like the center window, spirals, and star shapes are part of my vocabulary. Clients have increasingly requested larger scale artworks. I am currently working with curators at Art in Embassies, a program that promotes cultural diplomacy through exhibitions, on a mural-size, site-specific commission for the American Consulate in the city of Hermosillo in Mexico. I am thankful to be showing alongside so many amazing artists for the Fiber 2020 exhibition at Silvermine Galleries, to be sharing my story in this talk and giving insight into how my artworks are made. In this slide, you can see a piece titled Birdman in Process. This is Birdman, an artwork we recreated several iterations of for commissions. Throughout the process and to give directions to my assistants, I described the work's organic shapes as animals. A fish protrudes on the center left. A rat under a rug can be seen on the top right, and Birdman flies across the frame. These are the first artworks I created for Kelly Wearstler, the renowned Los Angeles interior designer. The diptych was custom made for Sebastian Maniscalco and Lana Gomez. Lana is an artist who works with Kelly, and Sebastian, a comedian, recently appeared in the Irishman movie as Crazy Joe Gallo. Here's my partner, the artist Liz Quilache, conducting a large-scale public art project at the Broad Street Steps downtown Bridgeport. Liz is a Rhode Island School of Design graduate and specializes in painting, custom screen printing, and mural making. Volunteers from a grassroots organization participated in the making of this project. Liz and I have been teaching weaving workshops with tabletop looms, returning to schools year after year, and learning ourselves how to improve our workshops with new materials and more advanced weaving techniques. The workshops are taught as part of the art or Spanish language curriculum and organized by the school's parents and teacher associations. I've been working at the Textile Development and Marketing Department of the Fashion Institute of Technology for the past year. This is a double cloth I wove designed with a pattern of New York City's taxicab. And this is the Knitting and Weaving Lab at FIT, where I also studied textile and surface design.